Hello, this is Shannon Churchwell, co-host of the Village Voices radio show live here in Las Vegas. You can listen to us on KCEP 88.1 FM, that's KCEP, Power 88.1 FM. If you're in the Las Vegas area, you can listen to us on iTunes or Google Play. We come on every Wednesday at 10 a.m. I just wanted to go over some headlines today to just bring some things into perspectives as we head into the midterms. The midterms are only a few short weeks away, and I encourage any and everyone to vote here in Nevada or wherever you are in the neck of the woods that's having midterm elections. Today's headline for the New York Times, it says, audio contains gruesome details of Khashoggi's killing, Turkish officials say. And I just want to get into this a little bit. I think it's important for the average person out here to really understand what's going on and what type of president we have currently in office. It reads, his killers were waiting when Jamal Khashoggi walked into the Saudi consulate in Istanbul 2 weeks ago. They were waiting for him. And they severed his fingers during an interrogation and later beheaded and dismembered him, according to details from audio recordings published in the Turkish news media on Wednesday. It was all over within a few minutes, the recording suggested. A senior Turkish official confirmed the details that were published in the pro-government daily newspaper. And I'm just going to skip around a bit. The leaking of such details on the same day as Secretary of State Mike Pompeo was visiting Turkey reflected an escalation of pressure by the Turkish government on Saudi Arabia and the United States for answers on the fate of Mr. Khashoggi, a prominent dissident journalist who wrote for the Washington Post. Now, Khashoggi had went into the consulate to pick up some paperwork or something to that effect, and he was in essence ambushed. It's something interesting that I wanted to get to, and you all can go to the New York Times and read this full article. I'll leave a link in the description. But you know, one of the things that sticks out is this quote, "If you want to live when you come back to Arabia, shut up," one of the agents replied, according to both the official and the newspaper. Horrendous tortures were committed on Khashoggi, who came to the consulate for documents. As they cut off Mr. Khashoggi's head and dismembered his body, a doctor of forensics who had been brought along for the dissection and disposal had some advice for others, according to the senior Turkish official. You know what his advice was? Listen to music, he told him, as he put on headphones himself. That was what he did to ease the tensions when doing such work, the official said, describing the contents of the audio recording. Well,
I have no financial interests in Saudi Arabia. But just 3 years ago, he said this.
Saudi Arabia, and I get along great with all of them. They buy apartments from me, they spend 40 million, 50 million. Am I supposed to dislike them? I like them very much.
Over the years, the Saudis have invested in several major Trump projects. In 1991, they bought his yacht. 4 years later, a Saudi prince was part of a group that bought Trump's Plaza Hotel. In 2001, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia reportedly bought an entire floor of Trump World Tower in New York. Since he was elected, the Saudis have spent lavishly at Trump properties, including dropping nearly $270,000 last year at the president's Washington hotel near the White House.
Now, as pressures are mounting for the United States to have an appropriate response to what has happened, you have to keep in mind Trump is angry that he's being pressured to do something, in my opinion. I think that he is angry not because someone was killed. He could care less. It's all about the money. So this is where we are as the United States. This is how we're being represented to the world. If the price is right, what is the price to sell nuclear secrets, nuclear codes, military strategies? What else is Trump willing to put at stake or sell to people out here? I mean, you know, it's obvious that he doesn't want to do anything against Saudi Arabia because it's all about the money for him, his personal money. It has nothing to do with this country. You know, we have someone in the White House who basically will sell this country and any of our secrets up the river if the price is right. You know, will turn a blind eye to anything that's going on in any nation against an American citizen, anything, just so he can get some money. So that's what we have in the White House, someone who will sell their soul and sell everything just for money.
Inside the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, Turkish officials are citing mounting evidence that the killing of Jamal Khashoggi is tied to the Saudi regime, but President Trump is emphasizing the Saudi denial, saying they are innocent until proven guilty. ABC's Ian Pennell is in Istanbul with the latest. Good morning, Ian.
Good morning, George, from the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, which is now at the centre of what looks increasingly like a possible murder mystery and certainly a global diplomatic crisis involving Saudi Arabia, Turkey and the United States. President Trump has expressed more than one opinion on this, but the question still remains, will there be a proper investigation and will we get any clear answers? This morning, will President Trump respond to the alleged murder of Washington Post writer Jamal Khashoggi? Overnight, Trump telling Fox Business,
It depends whether or not the king or the crown prince knew about it, in my opinion. Number one, what happened, but whether or not they knew about it. If they knew about it, that would be bad.
Trump also comparing the situation to sexual assault allegations made against Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh, telling the Associated Press, "You're guilty until proven innocent. I don't like that. But one major difference, evidence. The Post columnist seen entering the Saudi consulate, but he hasn't been seen since. And as a vocal critic of the Crown Prince, he had many enemies in Saudi." This morning,
I'm going to just stop it right here. Just to stop it right here. You have someone in the White House who is he's the most greediest person that I've personally have ever seen. How are you supposedly rich and you're still desperate and greedy for money? I just don't get it. It's not an appropriate response for an American president. You can see the pain of him feeling as though he has to do something against Saudi Arabia as a result of this journalist being killed. But he's conflicted just because he doesn't want to lose his business dealings with Saudi Arabia. This person is not fit to run this country. If you are so invested in your business, I can't help but wonder if he's not going to run for another term. because he's so conflicted with his business interests, and being someone that is the executive in chief that has to make decisions, you cannot be putting your personal business dealings ahead of running the country. You just can't do that. But we all are sitting back watching this man do that. And I just want to leave the video with this. If there's voting going on in the midterms in your city, your state, please get out and vote. And and it's not about Democrat, Republican, or this or that. You need to vote for people who's not going to sit back and allow this person to run amok, because the average person is not a wealthy billionaire. Most people out here are living from paycheck to paycheck. So if this guy really screws things up for this country and makes things bad, he could just hop on a jet and go buy himself some citizenship somewhere else. You're the one that's going to be set in this country, stuck, facing the fallout of a horrible Trump presidency. He has totally disgraced the presidency of the United States, embarrassed us, and I just feel sorry for this journalist family, for him to just walk into a consulate, to be chopped up and just thrown away like garbage. And the American president is pouting because he has to respond in a way that he does not want to, because it's going to cost him some money. This is Shannon Churchwell signing off with the Village Voices. Have a blessed day.